Good morning, Tim.
Good morning.
We are off to Thorpe Park today. Now, we would not normally do this. It is Easter school holidays for a lot of people, and we wouldn't normally go during school holidays. However, Thorpe Park only opened on Friday, didn't it?
Yeah, so it's been closed for the winter season, and to be honest, Friday was the first open to the public day. They've done a few special previews this week, but this is the first day that they're open to the public.
Yes, so we are not planning on getting on lots of rides. We are planning on having a bit more of a leisurely day. We will go and try some test seats. We might get on some rides. The last time we came to Thorpe Park, I got on nothing. So we will see how we do.
We're going to have a look at the park operations, see what the queues are like as well. Thorpe Park is operated by Merlin Entertainment, who currently have got some very interesting operations going on, which is not very positive. So we're going to actually see what it's like in the park. We're not heading in first thing. It is currently about 11 o'clock. We've got about half an hour to go before we get to Thorpe Park.
Yeah, the park opened at 10. I've been having a look at the app though on the ride times, and it seems like they've been struggling to get things open this morning. I'll have a look at what it's doing now, but they kept opening things on an hour wait, and then 5 minutes later I would check and it would be closed. So I don't think they were actually open. It looks like they've managed to get things open now. So the park's now been open an hour. Currently it's saying Hyperia's on a 75, Swarm's on a 60, Stealth 55, Nemesis 50, Saw 45, Colossus 45, Walking Dead 35, Rush 35, Samurai 20, and Detonator 10. Vortex is currently the only one that's closed from the thrill rides. The last time we went, we only tried roller coasters, mainly because at Thorpe Park they have all got test seats. So we just tried anything that had a test seat, of which none of them I fitted into. So we'll see what we do this time, because I did get on Nemesis at Alton Towers when we went in November, which should, I know it's it's been retracked, but it should have the same restriction. It should have the same restrictions.
They're a very, very similar style of seats. The trains are practically identical, so hopefully that you might be able to get on that. I think you might be able to get on Hyperia as well, because you were just borderline for that last time. So
yeah, and the other thing that I have heard is that Saw has got some new ride vehicles. So with new restraints, which are apparently a lot thinner restraints. So we'll see whether those have changed.
I think that was another one you were very borderline on as well.
Well, the Saw one, the test seat, the light had broken the last time, and the red light was going out, but I didn't actually get on it. So we'll give it a go. We'll see what's going on, and just join us for our day at Thorpe Park. We will be going back to Thorpe hopefully in about 2 weeks' time as well. So that's why we're not really determined that we're going to get on everything.
This was only really a last-minute decision.
This was a last-minute decision, but also it's quite nice to go to a park just after it opens. It's only been open for 3 days, so
I think it'll be quite interesting to see how they're coping with the busier crowds and what their actual operations are like on a slightly busier day.
Yeah, because the last time we went right at the end of season, didn't we?
Yeah.
So let's see what's going on. We'll see you in a bit. We have made it to Thorpe Park. We have just plugged our car in. There is quite a lot of, well, not quite a lot, there's a few electric car chargers, but they're in the main car park. Which is good, whereas in a few of the Merlin parks, they're in like the hotel parking. And it looks like they've added a few more in. It is on Charge Point. I would suggest you download the app before coming, because we've just had a bit of a faff.
This is problem with electric charging. Every different company's got a different app.
Yeah, it's the same as like car parks, public car parks. It is a lot easier in Europe, but we'll test that out when we do our road trip later on in the year. So yes, we are at Thorpe Park.
Anyway, the film security, so.
Hang on. Hiya! So we're in, and the weather seems to have just turned. There are now grey skies, and it's suddenly got very windy. I'm glad we put our coats in just in case. I was just going to bring a brolly. But we're just going to...
too windy for a brolly.
I think it's far too windy for a brolly. So we're just going to see what key times are doing at the moment and decide where we're going to go.
So
Storm Surge is on a walk-on. I was just contemplating putting some more layers on, so I'm not sure we're going to do that.
I don't fancy getting wet, no.
No, it's very grey today. For some reason, I don't know why storm surge is on and tidal wave is off, but...
Well, you get drenched on tidal.
You do get drenched on tidal wave. Apologies, it's storm charge. No, depth charge. I thought it was called storm surge. It says depth charge. I got it wrong. Sorry. Can I go and see what the swarm is doing? I think you just said it was on a 45 or...
45.
So we will go and have a look. I quite like this area.
It's reasonably well themed. I think it could be on one train though.
Yeah, there doesn't seem too many going round.
There's not one on the track at the minute.
So we haven't seen a single train go round since we've come from there. Oh, that sounds like one's about to come round.
Yeah, I think it's on a one train.
So the swarm is on a 40-minute currently. There it is. So we'll try the test seat. Here are the restrictions. So it's a minimum of 1.4. We'll give it a go. So this one does apparently have adapted. So I'm just going to watch for the trains to come in to see whether I can see where the adapted seats are, to see whether there is any, because I'm not waiting for 40 minutes if there's no adapted, but if there is, then it might be worth a wait. So we've just done an announcement that it's 45 to 50 minutes, so we might just go and wander and see if there's something else, but let's just wait for this train to come in. We'll see if we can see if there's any adapted. I believe there is. So any of the adapted would have 2 belts rather than just the one. I can't see any on this side of the ride.
I think you're looking for red seatbelts.
I think it is red seatbelts because that's what it is on Nemesis. So I can't see any on this side, but that doesn't mean there isn't any. There might be some on the other side, but we might come back a bit later.
I think they are on this side. But...
Yeah, we'll have a look later. Yeah, tidal wave is definitely not running right now.
I think it's going to be up in May.
May, okay.
Yeah, it's planning to be scheduled for sure.
So this one must be storm surge. We haven't been here when there's been weather to be going on these sorts of rides, have we?
I think it'll be more of a summer thing.
Yeah. Maybe even in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you never know.
But yeah, I do quite like this area. I like the theme of Amity Island. It'd be nice when tidal waves reopened. Quite a lot of food places around here as well.
It's like the Jaws area without calling it Jaws.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's a shark in that hotel.
Amity is the area, is the town that Jaws is set in, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Probably going to get copyright pinged.
I don't make any money anyway, so it doesn't matter, does it? So we are heading to...
Stealth.
Stealth. I keep trying to call it Rita because it's a very similar ride to Rita.
I think Merlin did buy both at the same time.
Yeah.
Obviously, Stealth is the better ride because they're allowed to go above the tree line here.
Yes.
Whereas Rita has to be kept a lot lower down, so it doesn't have this great big...
top hat.
Yeah.
Right, we will go and see what it's doing at the moment. Hopefully it's on a 2 train.
Yeah, I think the other day it was on 2 train, even for the influencer thing. So yeah, we'll see. So
Stealth looks like it is closed. I don't know how long it's been closed for. It looks like they have dumped the queue by the looks of it. But we'll try the test seat. If it reopens whilst we're here, we might give it... Oh no, they haven't dumped the queue. Oh, they're testing.
They're testing, so that's...
And the queue doesn't... If they're running 2 trains, that's not horrendous. So let's just try the test seat. So this one's not quite as high as the one on Swarm is. So we're still nowhere near on this one. I don't think there's adapted seats on this one either. So we'll give this one a miss. We might come back later for Tim to do it. So Stealth does have a maximum height as well as a minimum. Okay. Yeah, so it's got a maximum height as well as a minimum because of the way that the seat is designed. So this seat is an overhead restraint. It's quite tight, this one. And there is a buckle on it, and then the seat belt goes through your legs. So it's similar to Swarm. This one you don't have to like jump up into though. Swarm one's quite high up off the ground. Yeah, this is Stealth.
They gave me some pills,
Come back later.
the only thing that really...
So next to Stealth is the double tea party, which is a walk-on. And then it looks like there's even empty cups on this one. So
quick.
It's going quite quick, so I'm going to feel quite sick because Tim likes to spin it.
I don't know if I will.
Let's go and have a look. Could probably do with a few more lights, I think. We're not allowed to film, so we're on the double tea party, and we'll see you after. I do think teacups have got their place as filler rides.
Oh yeah,
That one was quite fast, and it does have a height requirement. I'm just going to go around and have a look, see what the height requirement for it is. What I want to know is, A, how is that double themed?
I'm not too sure. It's got sort of logo
And
on
B,
it.
how does it fit with Amity Isle?
Pass.
Nah.
I don't think theming is this park's priority.
In some areas it is, but anyway. Right, let's have a look at height requirement. So it's got a minimum of 1.1 and then 1.3 to ride on your own. Here's the other restrictions.
To be honest, it was quite comfortable. I think the teacups are actually bigger than the Disney teacups.
I think they were. My knees
so
didn't feel squished.
I actually got in them quite easily.
Normally my knees feel really squished. They were faster than the Disney teacups.
Oh, much faster, yeah.
They could do with a bit of a paint job.
I'm
And
not
a lighting
sure
package as well would be
why
nice.
we weren't allowed to film on there, because there was a guy holding his refillable mug, which probably that
Would've caused
going
more
all
of a
over the road
problem.
would have caused more of a problem than us dropping our camera that's tethered to us.
Yes. But anyway, we're following the rules. So let's go. Oh, there's a drop tower here, but let's go and have a look at Nemesis. So this is Nemesis Inferno. It's quite a bit newer than the original Nemesis, isn't it?
Yeah, but not as new as Nemesis Reborn, because obviously that's practically a brand new roller coaster, although it's the same design as the original Nemesis.
Yeah. So it's on a 60-minute wait at the moment. This does have adapted seats. I know that. They're in row 4 and 5. There is a minimum height requirement of 1.4. We're going to test the test seat because I did get on Nemesis Reborn. Now this seat is quite old, particularly compared to the Nemesis Reborn ones. I'm going to try and do it myself. Tiny bit of a push, Tim. Right, that's 1 in. 2 in. Yes! I didn't fit in this the last time we came, and now I am in it.
It's a 60-minute wait.
It is a 60-minute wait, so we'll probably come back and try it later, because the park's open until 6 o'clock tonight anyway. I mean, I've got to get to band tonight, but that means we need to leave by about 5, so we've got plenty of time. So yeah, this is the adapted seat that they've got out the front. The other ones are fairly similar to Stealth. Oh, it's a roller coaster. So it's a 2 seat belt on the adapted seat. There it does say outside as well. So they are available in 4 and 5, the double seat belts. You just have to ask for them.
But not every seat in 4 and 5.
Not
it's
every
one of
seat's
the
got
inside seats. I think it's seat 3 on 4 and 5.
Yeah, so you can't sit together if you both need an adapted seat. But when we did Nemesis Reborn, Tim managed to get into a normal seat. So we'll have a go at it when it's on less than a 60. So this is Detonator. It's on a 25 at the moment. See if I can see a test. There isn't a test seat, but we'll just see what it looks like. So minimum 1.3. It looks like, we'll wait for it to go up, but it looks like just an over the shoulder restraint. Doesn't look like it's got a seatbelt on it. We'll have a look. Probably not going to go on it right now. If you haven't noticed,
it's a bit long to wait for not knowing.
So I'm autistic and I've got ADHD. We don't have the RAP pass. I've never applied for it. We just take a wander, take a chill.
I think that's a good thing with the annual passes, is we're under no pressure. If we do nothing today, then that's not the end of the world.
Well, we've done double tea party.
Done double tea party. We'll have some lunch. We will get on a couple of rides, but we don't have to do everything. It's not like we've paid £40. I don't know how much the day ticket is for Thorpe Park these days, but we'd be sort of well out of pocket if we didn't get on lots of attractions.
Yeah.
And it's just cost us a little bit of electric to get here.
But that's how we treat our day. So we don't apply for RAP, because I think that there's people who need it a lot more than I do, because I've got that opportunity that I can come back on another day.
It is a bit of a faff in early parks as well, to be honest.
Yeah, you have to have a reservation available, and they don't have that many reservations available. So we just come and go as we want to, and then like when we go to Phantasialand, we're only there for one day. We'll buy that
there is.
Let me turn it around.
Y'all ready for a banging time?
It does look like there's a seatbelt on it.
Yeah, there's a seatbelt on
I
it.
don't know if it's a tight seatbelt. I just need to have another look as it comes.
We'll wait for it to come down.
You hear the grand debut of our biggest, most fabulous 4th of July fireworks. We call it red, white, and blue. Now, let's find that damn name button. Oops, my bad. Not that one. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks for riding Detonator.
It's hard to tell, but
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but it is only a one drop. I'm not sure I want to wait 25 minutes just for a one drop tower.
Yeah.
So that's how we'll just move away from the speaker, but that's how we assess things, is how much do we want to do the ride, and how much do we think the wait is worth it. We like wandering, absorbing the atmosphere.
Just to give you an example, even at the Disney parks, a ride over 30 minutes we would really consider.
No.
Whether we really wanted to wait that long.
No. So what we normally do is we just go and get a coffee and chill out. I've never actually applied for any of the access passes. I haven't felt the need to most of the time, and as I said, for parks that we're only there for one day and we've paid for the ticket, we just pay for the express pass. So just going to see what's next.
Just going on operations for Nemesis, so just looking at that now. They're on a 2 train by the looks of it, but they're not quite getting the trains out snappy enough. There's sort of a lot of waiting around in the station, so I think they could do a little bit better with operations. But
we haven't seen what the station's like.
We've not seen what the station's like, and when we go on it later, hopefully, we'll be able to have a look, see how they're managing that.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, for Nemesis, because I've not managed to get on this one before, I wouldn't wait 60, but I'd probably wait 30 to 45. So we'll see what it does later, and we'll come back to it. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a red kite flying around. Very low. Looks like he's spotted something. So this is the newest edition of Hyperia. This is just a lap bar. And if I can get on it, will be my first inversion lap bar. I was so close last time. The problem is I hold most of my weight on my tummy. So we will see. We probably won't be going on it straight away because it's on a 85, did you say?
85 anyway,
Yeah, so what we're doing at the moment is we're essentially doing a lap of the park, then we're going to go and get some lunch, and then we'll ride some rides. So this one, there is a light on it that tells you whether or not you can get on it. So there's a red light. My problem is I can't get... Can you push? There's a green light. There is a green light. It just involves someone else having to push it. So I don't know whether I can do it myself. Hang on. No, I'm just going to try and do it myself. I can't see whether it's gone green though.
Yeah.
So I can do it myself. So this is a technique. Let me just show you the technique. If Tim goes back a bit. So if you stand up, push the bar down, and then sit down with it, then you can get it sort of more under your tummy. So it's what I use on a lot of rides. So we will give that a go later.
Why do the test seats always have like the speaker above them?
I know.
So loud. So the queue,
This queue is full.
yeah, I think this is longer than what I got into it last time.
It did shut down the last time you were on it though.
There is a single rider.
There is, but this will be my first time
I
doing
think
it.
the first time you want to ride together, don't you?
Yeah. So this one's got a 1.3 metre height limit. Not limit, starter. There is no height limit obviously because it's a lap bar. There are quite a lot of accessibility restraints though. Now I think this has particularly come in since the incident on Stardust Races. So in a minute there's some kids having a look at the test seat at the moment, but we'll just show you what the restrictions are because for prosthesis there's quite a lot of restrictions. Oh, it's just dropped to 70. Still not sure I want to watch 70 yet. We might change our mind later. So let's just have a look at the restrictions. So it tells you what you can ride with. So one missing hand, one missing foot, one missing arm above the elbow, one missing arm below the elbow, one missing arm with shoulder, or one missing shoulder. So no lower limb prostheses. One big issue we have here is smoking. Smoking is not allowed in the park.
They have smoking areas.
They have smoking areas, but the guy in the ECV just there is smoking right in the middle of the path. So I am going to start not naming and shaming, but I am going to start shaming. It is not allowed. There are people here with respiratory issues who would prefer not to be breathing in everybody else's smoke and vape, particularly when there are areas. Hyperia has just dropped to 60, so we are going to go and stand in a queue. I know I said that I would only do a 30-minute queue, but I've got enough stuff with me to keep me going. I do want to get on this ride. So I've started a timer from the back of the queue.
I did as well.
I've just started it from here. So 60-minute posted. Hopefully we'll remember to check it by the time we get there. Slightly concerned, it's just started spitting a little bit. And Hyperia doesn't like inclement weather. So we'll see what happens.
Hopefully it'll blow over.
I hope so. They've just put out a message saying they're going to close the queue line. I don't know what it's about though. We'll see.
Not sure if it's going to get weather delayed or not.
So they've just closed due to high winds and they say they can't tell us when it's going to reopen. So hopefully not too long, but also hopefully a lot of people leave the queue. That'd be nice.
We'll see. I don't think this queue dumps very quickly.
No, it doesn't. So So the ride's still not up. We are now at 23 minutes, but just for a few things. There is a snack cart here. There is a gate here for leaving. And
Can I have your
just
attention in the
down there,
Hyperia queue line? Even though the ride is shut, you cannot leave and enter the queue line as this is a form of queue jumping. If you wish to ride, please stay queuing.
there we go. Just there where that little alcove is, there's a water bottle filling machine. So I'm going to fill up my bottle in a minute. It looks like we're testing. So we are at, hang on, 30 minutes of downtime nearly.
Yeah, we've been in the queue about 30 minutes going out to my shop.
And we went down almost as soon as we got in. So it looks like we're testing. I mean, the blue sky is gorgeous now. So see how long it takes us to get from here. So at the moment, we're just on the corner past the snack cart. So we're going
We've got a
to,
bit of the extended queue to do around there.
yeah, so we'll time it from here.
Quite a few people did leave the queue though, so hopefully we might still get on the ride within the hour.
Hopefully.
Which is what we had originally entered the queue at anyway, so even with the weather stop, I think we might have got away with it.
I mean, I think Colossus went down as well, because we think it's only just gone back up.
Yeah.
So actually, leaving the queue, everything would have got busy, so we were probably better off.
I think it was just the weather system that just passed, because actually now if you look in the distance, there's blue sky behind us, so...
Yeah, we'll see. So they've just announced that it's gone back up. So we'll see how long it takes. So once the first car comes out, I'll reset my timer. And we'll go from there as our starting point. Oh, it looks like the first car's coming. Has that one got people? Hey, that one's got people on it. So I'm going to reset my timer now. There we go. So we've been waiting 35 minutes since the restart now, and we're almost opposite where the water refills are. So we've mostly just done the
extended bit of queue back there.
Yeah.
It was going quite quickly and then it just slowed down quite a bit. I think fast track probably has got something to do with that. Hopefully it's not too much longer. We've just got to go down here and then through the merge point and up the steps. So yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit longer than what we thought.
So we made it to the merge point at 75 minutes, excluding the stoppage time, which was 30 minutes. I'm more than done now.
Yeah, this is the longest I think we've ever queued for.
Yeah, not doing that again and not risking it. So hopefully not too much longer now, because it seems to be fast track that's causing the issue.
I think actually it's fast track and wrap, mainly wrap.
I don't think rap's causing the issue. I think it's fast track.
There's a lot
that's
of people
causing
in
the
both
issue.
queues, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just before the queue reopened, it was moving really, really quickly, and then now it just slowed the main queue, the standby queue down quite considerably. But anyway, hopefully we're a few trains away from getting on now.
I hope so. So we've gone to Teacups, I think it's called. Teacups. It's opposite, I don't know if you can see it, but it's opposite the Nemesis Inferno entrance and the pizza pasta buffet. So we've both gone for burritos. Tim's got a beef burrito, and I've got a chicken burrito. It was £12.50 without the annual pass holder discount, £10 with the annual pass holder discount. It's quite good. This is my chicken one. So it's essentially chicken, cheese, rice, salsa. I think there might be a bit of sour cream as well. It's very nice. I'm enjoying it.
This is mine.
Hang on. So this is the beef.
Beef. I think the beef's in a barbecue, so it's quite sweet. But yeah, no.
Nice.
Yeah.
So after a very long wait in Hyperia.
That's probably the longest queue we've ever done for the theme park.
Yeah, I'm a bit overwhelmed. We got a bit hungry. As Tim says, I got out of balance. So we came for lunch at this place. So this is Teacups, which I showed you. This is the menu. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it's a good option. It didn't feel... I mean, the other big options you've got here are you've got KFC, you've got Burger King, you've got hot dogs, which are about the same price as the burritos here.
Yeah, well, you've got the pizza pasta buffet
And
as
then
well.
you've got the pizza pasta buffet, which is a bit more expensive. For pass holders, it's £16.75, but I think it's 20...
After 2 o'clock.
After 2 o'clock, but I think it's £20 odd normally.
Menu over here. Oh no, that's a takeaway. So there's a takeaway hut for the pizza. Anyway, yeah. So we had to come off of the Hyperia, go to the toilet, get some food. But oh my life,
You got on it?
I got on it. Do you know what? I think I actually had quite a lot of space on it.
I think actually, and I thought this last time, whilst you didn't quite trigger the green light on it the first time you came to the park a few months ago, I think you would have actually been fine riding it.
Yeah.
I think actually the test seat's a bit more restrictive than the actual seat. Because you
I
had
think it
quite a
is.
lot of room to play with on your...
Well, so I got it down in my pull it up against my hips, sit myself down way. And then I got you to push it as well.
Yeah.
But actually, once I'd put it down, I still had quite a lot of wiggle room to get my bum into the seat a bit more. And then you pushed it down probably another inch.
At least, yeah.
So I had plenty of space on that. I don't know where the restriction is though, because sometimes, oh, really noisy speaker. Sometimes these rides the lap bar will go down, but it doesn't trigger their yes, you're okay to ride.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the restriction is on that, but I got on it, which is great. We are about done though today.
Well, we're going to see what a couple of the smaller
Okay.
rides are like.
I'm quite
can I ask
overwhelmed.
How comfortable did you feel the restraint was?
It was very comfortable. I was absolutely terrified because it's the first one that I've done that's got inversions with a lap bar. And it felt like the lift hill just kept going on and on.
It is very high. I mean, it is the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster, so
It was amazing though, I loved it. I'm
great,
glad
it's a
I've got on
great
it.
ride.
I'm
It
looking
is.
forward to doing it again.
yeah. For me, that's sort of neck and neck with in the UK with Nemesis, I think,
Yeah.
in Alton Towers, or Nemesis Reborn as it is now at Alton Towers.
But yeah, it's now very busy. I mean, it's school holidays, we expected it to be busy. That queue at Hyperia sort of did me.
So I'd say we were doing okay, but I think the disability pass, the fast track people, they obviously had a backlog during the weather delay, and once they started sort of getting into the queue, it did slow the main queue down considerably.
Yeah.
I think there's got to be a solution, and it's not just Merlin Parks, it's every single theme park that sells FastPass has got to have a solution that's fair to both the people who need to use priority passes, as well as, the speaker's going to be, as well as fair to those who are going to be standing by in the main queue.
Yeah, because we waited, so without the closure we waited 75 minutes, so with the closure I think it was a 35-minute closure, wasn't it?
Yeah, for the first 15 minutes of the restart we were actually making quite good progress because they were filling basically every train with standby queue guests, but then there was a significant point where that priority queue for both the disability and the people who paid for the fast track took over, and then we were only moving 3 or 4 people every single time the train dispatched, which actually on the restart they said it restarted at 35 minutes. We waited and it was over an hour, wasn't it?
When they reopened it was at 35 minutes.
Yeah.
But it was 75 when we got there. So, yeah. It was just a bit too overwhelming for me, a bit too long. You do go right next to the lift hill, and the mechanism was extremely noisy, high-pitched. I did have my loops in, because I just couldn't cope with it.
Also, the music's really loud in this park, all over the place,
Everywhere.
especially in the queue lines. And I think when you've got a road stoppage, they could possibly just do with giving you a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
I see I'm like an old man complaining about volume of music, but as you can tell, we're walking around the park, and as you go past a speaker, it is almost deafening that you can't hear yourself speak a lot of the time. But I mean, we knew today we weren't going to get on very much.
That wasn't the aim, was it?
No, the
I mean,
aim
we've
today
only
was to
done-
see the park when it's busy, and it does look good when it's busy, the park.
Oh yeah, I'd much prefer that there were people here.
Shall we go flying fish?
Yeah, let's go to Flying Fish. Flying Fish is apparently on a 5, so we're going to have a look. Oh, they've got kebabs here as well. There's nowhere to sit there. Oh, vaping. There's a lot of vaping. So yeah, we're probably going to... Oh, we were going to do Flying Fish. It looks like it's got quite a long queue. It said 5 minutes when we left.
I'll have a quick look. This here, I think they're building more food courty type area.
Hopefully it'll be undercover. It looks like it's probably going to be under...
Yeah, it looks like they've redone the blacktop, and these are little sort of like wooden lodges that they're putting in. So I believe that's for more food and drink. 15 minutes of Flying Fish. I think that is probably borderline for a junior coaster. We're here in a couple of weeks' time after the Easter holidays.
Yeah,
I
we've got
think
it
we'll
booked
see
for
that
2 weeks'
later.
time, so unless anything changes...
So it might just be gift shopping out.
I think it is going to be gift shopping out.
But we have got things to do tonight, so it'd be good to get back.
I really enjoyed Hyperia. I'm glad
Yeah.
I've got an Hyperia. And to be honest, it's just nice wandering around a theme park.
Yeah. It's nice to see the crowds and see what the ops are like, and yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to head back to... It's called the Dome, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to go back into the Dome, head to the gift shop, because I think you want a Hyperia pin.
I want a Hyperia pin
you've
because I
conquered
got
it.
on Hyperia.
And yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully in a couple of weeks' time we'll be able to get on a lot more rides.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think we'll aim on the next day we're here. We'll aim to be here at Park Open as well.
Oh yeah. The only reason we didn't today was there's been a lot of stuff over the weekend, so there's been like 2-hour waits for security. So we decided...
It looks like they have been set up for it, because there was a lot of switchback and security prepared just in case.
Yeah, so we thought we'd give that a miss and just come a little bit later, and we just walked through security, so that was good.
Luckily, we only live... I mean, it's a couple of hours drive, but it's quite easy to get in and out.
Well, this is probably, apart from Legoland, this is our nearest
bigger
Merlin
bigger
theme park. I think Polton's is probably the same distance for us.
Yeah.
But obviously that's not a Merlin. So.
And with Polton's, because we don't have passes for Polton's, we'd have to pay day entry. So we want to make sure we're getting a full day.
Yeah.
If we did do Bolton's, whereas here we've got passes, so we can come and go as we please, to be honest. Just need to make the reservation to pop in, which doesn't cost any money, and it's included in our pass.
Yep. So we're going to go and have a look in the Dome. You did get quite a good overview of the park as you're walking through the Dome. It's quite impressive seeing all the sightlines of the roller coasters, because you don't get that at Alton Towers, do you, because of the tree line?
Well, Alton Towers is also a very spread out park.
Yeah, this is quite compact.
This is very
isn't it?
compact. I mean, you could do a couple of laps of this and not feel like you walk like you do at Alton Towers.
Yeah, it's quite impressive, because you've got, just in that view, you've got Colossus, Hyperia and Saw all in one. And then we've got Nemesis Inferno.
Stealth at the background with Tidal Wave in the
And
foreground.
Tidal as well.
And Swarm.
And Swarm as well.
And the Flying Fish in the front.
Yeah, and Flying Fish. Can't forget Flying Fish. So this is the main gift shop in the Dome. Flying Fish has got a t-shirt.
I must say, Merlin, although we criticise a lot, its merch is actually quite good.
Yeah, so they've got quite a lot of just Thorpe branded stuff. But they do have quite a lot of ride specific. So these cups are all ride specific. Oh, that's a nice t-shirt. Polo shirt.
And it's for children.
Got a lot of ride specific merch. Obviously the Saw, Hyperia.
For the nostalgia,
Yeah.
you've got the old Thorpe Park logo, the train, Loggers Leap, the log flume.
That's cool.
Is that about right? I'm not sure.
Obviously mugs. Can't have theme park merch without mugs. quite like these resins. They may end up being added to my ride vehicle collection. I like that mug, Tim. The Nemesis mug.
That is cool.
Yeah. It's another one of those. It's not quite as bad as the Space Mountain one, but one of those. How do you drink out of it?
Actually, I thought it might actually just be around.
So to avoid me buying too much merch, I collect pins from most places where we go. So I am going to get myself a Hyperia pin, seeing as that's what we managed to get on today.
Everyone's been so great.
Here's what they've got.
Look, there's all the Soar and Swarm stuff.
I do like that. Like Flying Fish has got its own pin. Storm Surge. Tidal Wave wasn't open today, but they've got one. Even the candy shop's got a pin. 25 years of Tidal Wave. Hopefully that might be open. Well, probably not the next time we're here, but at some point. Yes, I think I'm going to get this one. I really do like these resins. So this is the Colossus one. They seem to have them for most of the rides. So there's one for Nemesis Inferno.
In fact, there's a couple.
That was two different ones.
I also quite like. I've got two good.
Oh, that's a good mug.
That is a good mug. It is 3D, so it's sort of not just printed on. I also quite like this one as well. This is for stealth. Sort of Amity Speedway stealth mug. Again, quite chunky handle, but it's again not. It's embossed, not.
They seem
not
to do
printed.
similar things for everything. So everything seems to have socks.
Yeah. Oh, the Colossus mug is also quite cool. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
that
bit
one's quite
like
cool. It's spirally.
like spirally.
Yeah, everything seems to have socks, a hat, some t-shirts, a resin.
I'm not too sure I would pay £10 there for a plastic ghost train thermal mug. We bought
I'm not
some
sure
of
that's
these
even
from
thermal.
Alton Towers.
It was the last day of
Ghost
season.
Train, just generic. Were they generic
Alton
Alton
Towers,
Towers?
yeah.
No, I think they were generic Merlin Parks.
I can't remember.
And I think we paid £1.50.
Yeah. We've got lots of Hyperia clothing merch. Oh, they haven't got. I'm not quite as keen on the resin for Hyperia.
I'm not quite keen. It's a bit. The merch is not quite.
I also
there.
think the bear's a bit creepy. His
bear is-
eyebrows are just a bit too much.
The maybe just feels a bit. Well, though it is embossed, but it just feels a bit more basic than some of the other ones. It's a new ride, so they probably come out with more basic stuff first.
Yeah, but I think they could have done a better resin. So Tim's just paying, but this is the island shop, which is in the dome. And then there's the photo collection point in here. Some arcade machines. The coffee shack, which I think we're going to in a second, which is Costa. And then a Vibes bar and kitchen. Some refill machines. They got the Coach Freestyle machines here, it's like they do at Alton Towers. And some toilets. So this is what they've got set up currently. The cattle pen for security. Yeah, there's no way I'd cope with that. Look at that. Oh.
I also think, actually, if you need to have that much queuing for you to get into the park.
So I've had quite a good day, even
Yeah.
though we've only done the double teacups and Hyperia. I'm glad we got on Hyperia.
Yeah.
I loved that.
I think, to be honest, that was the goal of today, is to get you on Hyperia.
Yeah. So we'll do Nemesis Inferno the next time we're here in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, I think hopefully the crowds would have died back after the Easter holidays when we next come.
Yeah, hopefully. So we'll be here in 2 weeks' time and hopefully get on a lot more rides.
Hopefully.
See you later.
Cheers, bye-bye.
We just got to the car park and whatever Enterprise was at Alton Towers is running. Now that thing is probably the worst ride I have ever been on, the one at
But also, I
Alton
don't
Towers.
think that's run since
gone
the
now, it's
beginning
disappeared.
of last year. So it's good they've got the capacity running.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, awful thing. I know you won't ride it with me anymore, and I think you need 2 people in there to ride. So
That's a shame, isn't it?
yeah. Anyway, let's go home.
Bye.